This is Rick Hadley. Jimmy Aiken began his radio career while a student at the University of Texas. Hall of Famer Bill Buchanan, who Jimmy considers one of the best small market radio broadcasters in Texas, hired Jimmy in 1971 as a part-time announcer at KGTN in nearby Georgetown. While in country, he took advantage of his surroundings and did a bit of work for KOKE and KMFA in Austin. After graduating in 1974, Jimmy saw an ad in the Texas Association of Broadcasters newsletter for an opening at KCLE in Cleburne. Not even knowing where Cleburne was, he headed north and took a job there, a job that began a 41-year career in Cleburne and Johnson County. He was there when I interned at my hometown station in 1985, and though he indeed was a big fish in a small pond, he welcomed this greenhorn into the broadcasting fold. He's that kind of guy, friendly on air and off. Jimmy hosted the morning show and everyone's favorite swap and sell show, Trade Fair. Just like all of KCLE's programming, it was geared to serve the locals. But the show was more than that. Peppered throughout the used tractors and chickens that were bought and sold was Jimmy's signature sound and country charm. Did Jimmy seek fame and fortune just up the road in Dallas and Fort Worth? Sure, and WBAP 820 as well as the Satellite Music Network were happy to have him. But Jimmy's biggest imprint in broadcasting, without doubt, had to be his work with the Southern Baptist Radio and Television Commission as a producer and contributor to the radio magazine Master Control, which aired on over 1,200 radio stations globally. Jimmy was able to interview the likes of Dick Van Dyke, Bob Newhart, Jay Leno, Ricardo Montalban, Mickey Rooney, and many others over the years. But he always seemed to return to Cleburne and KCLE. In 2015, the station sold. Jimmy was let go, but rebounded quickly just up the road in Granbury, where Trade Fair is alive and well on KPIR 1420. And in case you're wondering, his faithful fans followed him right down the dial. He is here today with his family and friends and joins other KCLE greats like Earl Fletcher, George Marty, Don Harris, and Jack Aldridge. Today, Jimmy Aiken is a 2019 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much. It is an honor to be inducted into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. I'd like to thank those who nominated me and also voted for me. To Rick Hadley, my friend Rick Hadley, for those kind words. Special thanks to my wife Donna and all the many family and friends who are with us this afternoon. My mentor, who Rick mentioned, Bill Buchanan, who instilled in me a love for small market radio right from the start. I've had the good fortune to work in many areas of radio with some of the legends at WBAP. Some of them are right down here today. At the Satellite Music Radio Network, interviewed some of the biggest entertainers while producer of Master Control. But I guess I'll have to admit that my favorite times have been as a host of a program called Trade Fair on KCLE for over 40 years. I mean, who couldn't love a program where listeners called in to buy, sell, trade their items, and nobody had any idea what they were going to say next. For example, I want to sell my 5 German Shepherd pups. They're eating well and like kids. Or I want to put my clothes back on. Or I like to strip. Paint your house. Well, thanks to Jerry Reynolds for letting me continue to have fun with Trade Fair in Granbury, because in their infinite wisdom, the powers that be sold KCLE to a Vietnamese owner back in 2015. So, obviously, Cleburne and Johnson County doesn't have a local radio station anymore, but what a legacy from 1947 to 2015, from founder George Marty to the likes of other Hall of Fame inductees, Don Harris, Earl Fletcher, Jack Aldridge. I'm proud to join these KCLE alumni into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.